Hi guys, Chris here from Think Tank, and I'm talking to you today about the role of manager versus leader. And the reason why this is such an important distinction is because managing people is really an old school way of getting what you want from people, whereas leading is really about stepping out in front and assuming the role of supporter. You can lead with a variety of different styles, and we'll do that in a different video, but today I wanted to talk to you about how important it is for you to not manage tasks, but lead your people from a point of differentiation so that they can see you as a role model and model the sort of behaviour that they see in you, so that that can create in turn a great culture within your team that reflects the values that you want reflected towards your clients or customers, and also in order to attract a better quality team member in future. So the first thing that managers do as opposed to leaders is that they effectively do manage tasks, whereas leaders actually are responsible for getting to know people and bringing out the best in people through actually getting to understand who it is that's working with them and really helping them to shine and finding opportunities to really promote that person's great points, good qualities, and capacity and capability to do the role that they were employed to do. The other thing that managers do that leaders do differently is managers manage risks, whereas leaders look for opportunities, and leadership is about having conversations with your team about where you can find the opportunities in whatever the situation is in order to help grow and expand the business. So opening up conversations regularly with your people in one-to-ones is a really great way to ask for their opinion on how you can look for those opportunities, grab those opportunities and create solutions that better meet the needs of your clients, or a shifting demand in the market, or a change in technology in order to really expand and grow your business. The other difference is that managers really enforce rules, whereas what leaders are about is about going to the team and asking them what rules, roles and rituals that they'd like to create in order to foster that team collaboration and create that great culture that I've just spoken about. So again, if you're about asking questions of your team as to, what you'd like to do in order to celebrate success, goal achievement, hitting performance targets even on an individual basis or on a team basis, then you're going to get a better result from people, because again, it's more about enabling your people to come up with solutions for themselves and being the leader that allows for free-form conversation to help the team organically develop and grow. Another difference between managers and leaders is that managers tend to want to control people by pushing them in a certain direction. And this might be reflected in people pushing an employee to take on some training or development, or take on some different tasks that they don't necessarily want to do. The difference with leadership is that great leaders actually motivate people by appealing to and satisfying the basic human needs. And I'll just go through those very quickly. They are certainty, variety, significance, love and connection, growth and contribution. And so when you can tap into those basic human needs, and when you can actually appeal to those needs, you inspire people because you're again talking to what it is that they need. And again, I'll reflect back on a previous video that I've done on how to actually motivate people towards tapping into that sense of security and safety and certainty that we all need. So do go back and have a look at that one. Another difference is that managers tend to coordinate effort, whereas leaders are about inspiring innovation. So it's really important for you again to go out to your team and ask them their opinion on things, ask them how they feel about things, ask them what ideas that they have for new products or innovative solutions, or creating a different service that will really help you to create that point of difference in the market. And inspire and motivate your people by getting them engaged and helping them understand that their opinions are valid, and certainly allow them to buy into the business in terms of how they can contribute to product development and growth and development of the business. The final differentiation between managers and leaders is that managers create followers, whereas leaders are really about empowering people to think for themselves and be self-directed through the process of coaching. So inspiring people and motivating them to think for themselves and think beyond that box that they may have containing their thought process is a really valuable way to see people light up and really help them to contribute differently and again feel as though they're part of a bigger picture and they're part of that vision. So always remember in every conversation with your people to remind them of why you do what you do for your clients. Remind them of why they're a part of your team, why it was so important for you to bring them on board as part of your team, and constantly talk to that reason why and that purpose and that vision to help motivate and inspire them. When things get tough or when it's a challenging time or when it's an exceptionally busy time, people will really look to be inspired by that vision and that why. So being the leader and creating that vision for people to follow rather than telling them what they need to do is really going to be far more effective in creating a harmonious and effective team. That's all I have for you guys. Do get the download and post in the Facebook group any questions that you have on manager versus leader. Thanks, guys.